Genesis 4 through 6. The man knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and gave birth to Cain, and said, I have gotten a man with the help of Yahweh. Again, she gave birth to his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a worker of the ground. As time passed, Cain brought an offering to Yahweh from the fruit of the ground. Abel also brought of the first fruit of his flock and of its fat. And Yahweh had regard for Abel and his offering, but Cain and his offering he had no regard. Cain was very angry, and his expression of his face fell. So Yahweh said to Cain, Why are you angry? Why has your expression of your face fallen? If you do well, will it not be lifted up? If you do not do well, sin crouches at the door. Its desire is for you, but you are to rule over it. Now Cain said to Abel, his brother, Let us go into the field. While they were in the field, Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and killed him. Then Yahweh said to Cain, Where is Abel, your brother? He said, I do not know, as I am my brother's keeper. And he said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries to me from the ground. Now you are cursed from the ground, which has opened up the mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. From now on, when you till the ground, it will not yield its strength to you. You will be a fugitive and a wanderer in the earth. Cain said to Yahweh, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out today from the surface of the ground. I will be hidden from your face. I will be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. Whoever finds me will kill me. Then Yahweh said to him, Therefore whoever slays Cain, vengeance will be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahweh appointed a sign for Cain, so that anyone finding him would not strike him. Cain left the presence of Yahweh and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain knew his wife. She conceived and gave birth to Enoch. He built a city and named the city after his son, Enoch. Irad was born to Enoch, and Irad became the father of Mehujael. Mehujael became the father of Methushael. Methushael became the father of Lamech, and Lamech took 2 wives. The name of the first one was Adah, and the name of the second was Zillah. Adah gave birth to Jabal, who was the father of those who dwell in tents and have livestock, and his brother's name was Jubal, was the father of all who handled the harp and pipe. Zillah also gave birth to Tubal-Cain, the forger of every cutting instrument of bronze and iron, and Tubal-Cain's sister Naamah. Then Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Zillah, Hear my voice, you wives of Lamech. Listen to my speech. I have slain a man for wounding me, a young man for bruising me. If Cain will be avenged 7 times, truly Lamech 77 times. Adam knew his wife again. She gave birth to a son and named him Seth, saying, For God has given me another seed instead of Abel, for Cain killed him. A son was also born to Seth, and he named him Enosh. At that time, men began to call upon the name of Yahweh. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, he made him in the likeness of God, male and female, he created them. And he blessed them and called their name man in the day they were created. When Adam lived 130 years, he became the father of the son in his own likeness, after his image, and named him Seth. The days of Adam after he became the father of Seth were 800 years. And he became the father of sons and daughters. All the days of Adam lived were 930 years. Then he died. Seth lived 5 years, then became the father of Enosh. Seth lived after he became the father of Enosh 807 years, became the father of those sons and daughters. All of the days of Seth were 912 years, then he died. Enosh lived 99 years and became the father of Kenan. Enosh lived after he became the father of Kenan 815 years and became the father of other sons and daughters. All of the days of Enosh were 905 years. Then he died. Kenan lived 70 years, then became the father of Mahalalel. Kenan lived after he became the father of Mahalalel 840 years and became the father of other sons and daughters. And all of the days of Kenan were 910 years, then he died. Mahalalel lived 65 years, then became the father of Jared. Mahalalel lived after he became the father of Jared 830 years and became the father of other sons and daughters. All the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, then he died. Jared lived 162 years, then became the father of Enoch. Jared lived after he became the father of Enoch 800 years and became the father of other sons and daughters. All of the days of Jared were 962 years, then he died. Enoch lived 65 years, then became the father of Methuselah. After Methuselah's birth, Enoch walked with God 300 years and became the father of more sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and he was not found, for God took him. Methuselah lived 187 years, then became the father of Lamech. Methuselah lived after he became the father of Lamech 782 years, and became the father of other sons and daughters. And the days of Methuselah 969 years, then he died. Lamech lived 182 years, then became the father of a son. He named him Noah, saying, "This one will comfort us in our work and in the toil of our hands, caused by the ground which Yahweh has cursed. Lamech lived after he became the father of Noah 595 years and became the father of other sons and daughters. All the days of Lamech were 777 years, then he died. Noah was 500 years old, then Noah became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the surface of the ground, and daughters were born to them. Then the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they took any that they wanted for themselves as wives. Then Yahweh said, My Ruach shall not strive with man forever, because he also is flesh. So his days will be 120 years. There were Nephilim in the earth in those days, and also after that. When the sons of God came into the daughters of men and had children with them, those were the mighty men and were of old, men of renown. Then Yahweh saw that the wickedness of men was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of man's heart was continually only evil. And Yahweh repented, and that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him in his heart. So Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the surface of the ground, man, along with animals, creeping things, birds of the sky, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of Yahweh. This is the history of the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time. Noah walked with God. Noah became the father of 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. God saw the earth and saw that it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. God said to Noah, I will bring an end to all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them and the earth. So make for yourselves an ark of gopher wood. You shall make rooms in the ark, and shall seal it inside and outside with pitch. This is how you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, its height 30 cubits. You shall make a roof in the ark, and you shall finish it up to a cubit upward. You shall set a door in the ark in its side. You shall make it with lower, second, and third levels. I, even I, will bring the flood of waters on this earth to destroy all flesh, having breath of life from under heaven. Everything that is in the earth will die. But I will establish my covenant with you. You shall come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, your sons' wives with you. Of every living thing on all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark. To keep them alive with you, they shall be male and female. Of the birds after their kind, of the livestock after their kind, of every creeping thing of the ground after its kind. 2 of every sort will come to you to keep them alive. Take with you some of all food that is eaten, and gather it to yourself, and it will be for you food. For them, thus Noah did. He did all that God commanded him.